Hello, this is Matthew with Outfishing 13, bringing you another Zebco reel service and repair video. Today, I got something pretty cool. I have the Zebco 33K Platinum. Super nice reel. This recently only went out of production a couple years ago when they introduced the 33N. It's a 4-ball bearing reel. It has a metal frame. The bearings in it are stainless. Has a very nice chrome plated handle. Super nice reel. But can we make it better? I think we can. Let me show you what I'm going to do. Okay, here's my Zebco 33 Platinum. As I mentioned before, it's a 33 KPL. Very nice reel. It has 4 stainless steel ball bearings in it already. So how can we make it better? Well, I don't know if this is going to make it better or not, but it's certainly going to be fun, and we're going to give it a try. Today, I'm going to install 4 ceramic ball bearings in it. Okay, let's get started. To get started on any kind of repair or service for a Zebco reel, most of the time you start on the front if you're going to take the back all apart. So to do that, we just need to take the front off with a little twist to the left. We need to take this front spinner cone off, and that just spins off like that. Okay, so we have access to that bearing now. Let's go and get access to these bearings. So to do that, we're going to take the handle off with a big screwdriver. And to take this back cover off, you take your screwdriver and you push down the handle, the button, and you just pop that off like that. It comes off. Lift up the button and push it to the side. Okay, now we've exposed the back here. We need a pair of needle nose pliers to come in here and take out this retaining clip right here. So just pull that out. Now we need to take off this bearing and this bearing here. And we can do that with a small screwdriver. These can be a little bit tight in there because they're seated in there. There we go. Okay, there's those 2 bearings. Now we're going to take this out. Now this doesn't have an anti-reverse pawl or mechanism. The anti-reverse is built into the reel there. So sometimes they refer to this as a 5 bearing reel or a 4+1. Okay, there's that. And there's my pinion. Okay, and then there's 2 ball bearings in here. There's one right here and one down in there. Take out this other one first. There we go. Those dropped right out. Be really careful with this because this has little roller bearings in it that can fall out, and it goes in a certain way. Okay. Okay, that last bearing was pretty tough to get out. My reel has been out here in a cold shop, and so I warmed it up with my heat gun and then was able to get in there and get it out. So that's good. Next, we're ready to put these 4 bearings in it. Now, generally, these bearings don't really require any lubrication. They run pretty quietly and smooth on their own. So, but I'm going to add just a little tiny little tiny drop of the real oil to it, just to quiet them down, and it'll have a little tiny film of oil on there. I don't think that that's going to hurt it. Really, they don't need to be really lubricated. So let's put them in. I need to put one in here, and then the anti-reverse pawl in there, and then another bearing, and then the bearings on the shaft. Okay, got that bearing seated in there. I don't think it's coming out anytime soon. Now to get these in here. Now to remember how to do this, put this bearing in here. This bearing is the real twist this way to the right. So if you can put that in there, and then as you go back it stops, you've got it the right direction. So we want to make sure that this side that's out and this metal part is going in to the middle there. And it has plenty of grease on it, so I'm not even going to bother with putting more grease on there. Okay, and then we need to put a bearing down in there. And then we can put this down in there. Okay, looking good. And we'll put this in here. Okay. Okay. Hopefully yours isn't as hard as mine was to get in. There's that bearing on that side. Took quite a bit of finagling to get in. Then here's this bearing on this side. Make sure it's seated in all the way, good and tight. A little tap there. Make sure it's seated all the way up against that lip, which it is now. And it's not going to slip out. I'm going to go ahead and put some of my good pen reel grease on here and put everything back together. The handle and stuff. I noticed that the handle screw is just a little bit bent that way. I'm just going to take and put it on a block of wood and tap it right there and straighten it out. Okay, we're good there. So I'm going to leave the handle on the right. I don't mind reeling with my right. Big screwdriver. Yeah, that screw goes in there better now. When I was taking it out before, I noticed it was wiggling the handle back and forth. Look at that. Oh, you gotta love it. Look at that. It'll even go better when I get it'll even go better when I put the spool on there. So it has something to turn it. Okay, let's put some grease on there. just going to use my finger and get a little bit of grease on there, and spin the reel, get a little bit more. I got a brush too, but it's not required. Fingers work good. Just a thin layer is all it needs. Okay, put the push button on, lift it all the way up and get it on there. Make sure things are working, which it is. Put this on here. For this one, for this particular model, you'd start the front first and then line up the back with those little grooves and snap it on just like that. Let's put this spool back on. And the spool, you tighten the drag all the way. And it has instructions here to install. You turn it to the left. So you turn it to the left until you feel some resistance. And then it's on, and you can loosen your drag up a little bit. Okay, put my spinner cone back on. And I'm going to put this on. Hole goes towards the bottom. So just line everything up. Give it a little twist. Oh, can you hear those bearings? So after a little bit, maybe 5 or 6 hours of use, those bearings will quiet up some as they basically they settle in. But so, did it make it a better reel? I don't know. Probably not. These stainless steel ball bearings are super good bearings, and they'll last the lifetime of the reel. Will probably last longer than the reel will, but I thought it'd be super cool to take and put some silicon carbide ceramic bearings in this. This is the only one I have that this model, so I don't know that they'll be in there. I have some other platinums, but this will be fun to use, and it'll be super cool to have those in there. But it'll make it smoother. It'll make it fun for doing top water, because this one could go really fast, and it does have a higher speed gear. Not as fast as a bullet, but pretty cool. So there you go, a crazy tuned reel, replacing the stainless steel bearings in it with those ceramic ones. Now, how much did this cost me? Well, I found some pretty inexpensive ones on eBay, considering, but they're still about 12 bucks a piece. So altogether is about 48 bucks to do this crazy tune on this and put those ceramic bearings in there. So was it worth it? I don't know. Would I recommend it? Probably not. But I thought I'd do it just for fun. Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure you give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I have over 50 videos on repairing and servicing Zebco reels. Everything from repairing like a line break to doing a complete service and overhaul on it. Vintage reels from the late 1960s all the way to reels that are being produced today. All right, have a great day next time you go fishing. Thanks. Bye.